how that thing can
All
be.
right. So
Yes, sir.
um, it's annoying. Okay, so you were asking me my concept of mentorship.
Yes, sir.
I I see mentorship as discipleship. I see
Okay.
mentorship as discipleship. But when you talk about discipleship, people's mind goes straight to Christianity, goes straight to the Bible. But that's how I see mentorship. So if I would define mentorship, I define mentorship as a relationship with your future, a relationship with your future. So it's a relationship. Okay? Those people who and because it's a relationship means we have to relate. Can you hear me? Okay, just nod your head. I think I'm looking at you on TikTok if you can hear me.
I can hear you actually. I can hear you. I muted myself, so it's fine. I can hear you. I'm back.
Sir?
I can hear you loud and
All
clear.
right. All right. So because it's a relationship, we have to relate.
Okay, it's a little bit frozen, but something you said that really stands out for me right now is that mentorship is discipleship. Mentorship is discipleship. It's a relationship with your future. A relationship with your future. It's not like a relationship with an individual alone. It is a relationship with both an individual and it is also a relationship with your future. So you are seeing your future in flesh. You are seeing your future become flesh. Oh, you're welcome back. So I was not analyzing what you said. You said you see mentorship as discipleship, and
Yes,
because it's
sir.
discipleship, it is a relationship. So which means, and you said it is a relationship with your future. So it is not only a relationship with a person, it is a relationship with both a person and a relationship with a future.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So continue,
Absolutely.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So it's a relationship. For example, now your wife, you had a relationship with her before you got married to her. And even currently you are in a relationship. Just that this relationship is higher than the previous relationship. That's how
Yes.
it works. So I that's why it amazes me when I see people, and it amazes me when I see people that they've never spoken to. You can't call the person, you've never met the person, you've never seen the person physically, and you call the person your mentor. No. What I think you have is role models. You have role models, not mentors. Mentors are supposed to relate with you. Okay, maybe because of distance, you may not be able to meet physically, but I should be able to leave a text for my mentor and he's going to reply at a free time, or I should be able to put a call across to my mentor and he's going to pick. That's what I see mentorship as. It's a real. Okay, so I'm a man of faith and I like to draw inferences from the Bible. Now, Jesus had a relationship with the 12. If you watch the movie The Chosen, you're going to see that Jesus had a relationship with the 12. They ate together, they traveled together. That is how I see mentorship. Remember, you asked me what's my concept of mentorship. That's how I see mentorship. It's a relationship. I should be able to talk to you. You should be able to talk to me because I am interfacing with my future. I should be able to be so close to the future that I can relate with the future. That's my concept of mentorship.
Yes. You are interfacing with your future, so you should be able to relate with with your mentor. Thank you very much, sir. This is so profound because I have we in our previous sessions we were having conversations like this where you hear people say they just see people you've never spoken with the person, you don't even know anything about the person. You just begin to call the person your mentor. And we keep asking, does your mentor know that he's your mentor? Does your mentor know that you are his mentee? Or it is just a one-sided thing? If it is not a relationship or a mutual thing, it shouldn't be considered mentorship. And you mentioned role model. So there is a role model, there is a mentor. Right. So I want to assume that you have a mentor, or let's ask you, do you have a mentor? Let's not assume. Do you have a mentor?
I have a mentor. I have mentors.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. You see, this is another topic that
I have
we
mentors.
yes, another topic that we should touch about a single mentor, about multiple mentors. Right. We've had different takes about having a single mentor, having multiple mentors. But one of the persons that I may know, the one that we've seen you together with, is the famous uh, Elisha Mama.
Sir?
I've seen you with. I said one of the persons that we've seen before is Elisha Mama. Is he one of your mentors? I've seen you together with him a couple of times. Are you with me? Okay, so I guess it's just the glitch again. I I I I, I like something he said about his own. We asked him, "Do you have mentor? Do you have a mentor?" And he said he has mentors. And this is something also we need to touch. Is it that the single mentor, multiple mentors? There are people that have 20 mentors, some people have 10 mentors. No wala. We want to touch some of these things. But then in our conversation, you said you have mentors, and then I said one of the persons we've seen you with, personally, I have seen you with, is the famous Elisha Maman. It is somebody that he is somebody that if you are in the north, from the north middle belts to the north east, northwest, you should know, and you are deliberate about growth. You should know who Elisha Maman is. But then we've seen him. So is he one of your mentors?
My Elijah Maman is not just my mentor, he's my
Okay.
spiritual father.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So this is
Yes.
something else. This is another thing we will touch. You see, these are we have mentioned one, multiple mentors. Two, I want us to talk about a spiritual father and a mentor. So what we're going to find a distinction between these two. However,
Hope
so
I'm
do you
not
want
digging problem for myself. It looks like
you're
I'm
not
giving you conversations to have.
you're not digging problem. That's the essence of this conversation. So I was saying that I don't know. Did you see my invite on TikTok? Just in case. Yeah. So I said that. Do you mind giving us a story of how Elisha Mamman became your mentor and spiritual father? Do you mind telling us how it happened? Okay, you didn't get me. All right. So let me say
Uh
this.
it
Can I
it
say it
just
again?
keeps it just keeps showing me reconnecting here. Can you hear me?
Oh yes, yes. That's a network issue on your end. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, like you're breaking. I'm not.
Oh yes, I understand. So even your video is a little bit blurred.
Can you hear
Let's
me
see. I'll
clearly?
see that. Yes, I can hear you.
What's the challenge? Okay, let's go.
Okay. So I was saying, do you mind giving us a story of how Elisha Mamman became your mentor and possibly your spiritual father? You say he's not just your mentor, he's your mentor and spiritual father. So do you mind giving us a story of how he became your mentor? So having a little network glitch. So, on behalf of HD Zealot had to travel, so he is not in his base. You bear with him. Bear with him when you want to get something. If I tell you to walk, if I tell you that there is a Ghana must go, if you're in Abuja where I am, I tell you there's a Ghana must go in Kefi. with 10 million and you have to walk to the place, you will walk to the place. So don't worry, stay and bear with him. He's not in his base, he traveled. So that's the reason. So I said, just a story of how Elisha Maman became your spiritual father and mentor. How did it happen? Did you write a formal letter? How did it, or how did it
It's
metamorphose
so,
into a relationship?
oh
How
God, help
Elisha
me.
Maman became your mentor? Your help in Jesus' name. Okay, can you hear me now?
Can I switch? Should I switch my phone? Should I switch to my second phone?
It's fine. Just do anyone.
Should we give
But
that a try?
I can hear you loud and clear now. But you can do, just if you want to switch devices, that's okay. You want to switch devices, that's okay.
It's not.
Okay, you're mute. Sorry about that, guys. He's trying to switch devices. Okay, I think your video is okay now. Your network is better, but you're mute. You muted yourself. Are you switching devices? It's one of those things. Okay, sorry. Those of you joining us on TikTok, that's fine. And he's just trying to. We're trying to get. There's a little network challenge over at his end. As I said, he's not in his base. He traveled, so he's having a little network glitch, and he's trying to sort it out right now. Okay, so we this conversation is making so much sense to me, and I cannot miss it. I told him, I said, whatever happens today, we'll have this session. Yes. Are you with me, sir? I can see you. Can you hear me? But your mic is mute. You muted yourself.
Like your line is just totally breaking. Like after every word, it just breaks.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
So
just exit.
I'm finding it
Exit.
difficult to even hear you at all.
Okay, let me send you a message. Let me send you a message. You can
You
exit.
said?
You can exit and come back in. Exit and come back in. Let
All
me
right,
send you a
I think
message.
I will try that.
Yes. Okay. All right, so I'll just do a quick one about what he said with regards to the mentorship. It's There's something profound. I really like what he said. He said mentorship is a relationship, it's a discipleship relationship. And he says mentorship is a relationship between you and your future. So you're relating with a person and you're relating with your future. And one of the things that keeps reoccurring every time we have a conversation about, since we started this series, is one single thing: the fact that a person cannot be your mentor and there is no access to the person. A person cannot be your mentor and you don't even have the person's number. So it is impossible for you to have a successful mentorship relationship. And in fact, the first is mentorship relationship. We need to know that mentorship is actually a relationship. It is a relationship. So if a relationship doesn't exist when there is no communication, there is nothing building, the person doesn't know. One person cannot be in a relationship. A relationship is something that happens between two persons. So one person cannot be in a relationship and the other person doesn't know. So the two of you must be aware that you are in the relationship. Okay? You're welcome back, sir.
I tried, but I'm using my second phone now. I hope it works, but as you can see, the camera is not even so clear as the previous
It's
one, but I hope this one works.
it's fine. We will hear your words, and your words will become flesh in us. That, don't worry about the video. So, but I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank
So,
you.
what I was asking you, the question I was asking you was, we spoke about Elisha Maman, and you said he's not just your mentor; he's your mentor and spiritual father. But then, how did it metamorphose? How did it start? How did he become your mentor? Did you write a formal letter? Did you go to his house? You lay down on the floor? Did you buy a gift? What happened? How? Or you were born in his house?
Okay, let me see how I can share. Let me see how I can summarize this story. It was a
Okay.
journey. Let me see how I can summarize this story for you.
Don't worry. Give us the journey.
Um, okay, first things first. I've known Elisha Maman. Just like you said earlier on, you can't be in the north and not know Elisha Maman. So um, I used to hear about him a lot. I remember when I was schooling back then in Zaria around 2016, 17. Some guys were planning to bring him. I I didn't even know. Oh, I didn't even know him that much at that time. But then I knew that okay, I needed something more. There's that stage of your life where you know that, okay, everything that is happening is too normal for where you are going to. And so you need a push, you need a lever, something we call leverage. You need a lever to just hold you. So I kept seeing him in meetings. There are meetings where okay, I'm in the meeting and he's a speaker and all that. But I didn't make any serious moves to want to meet him. I'm like that. I'm like that. I take my time before I meet people because I don't like entering relationship and messing it up before time. So I take my time. And so I remember there was a time the winning mindset wanted more team members, and I clicked the link. I started applying, and I just felt, young man, it's not time. So I exited. I exited, and I remember August 2022. I made a post. I just wrote a post online. I said, I need 12 minutes with Elisha Maman. I want to ask him 12 questions. That post is still there on Facebook. I wrote, for me, 12 is a significant number because it's the day of my birth. So I was born on the 12th. So I said, okay, I need 12 minutes with Elisha Maman. I want to ask him 12 questions. It didn't make sense because how do you ask somebody 12 questions in 12 minutes? But then what I was actually saying is, I want to meet this man. I want to meet this man. And I posted it, nothing happened. And then it was December. I think I was in Oyo State for something, and we were on a live meeting. It was a team meeting. Um we were on a live meeting. And then when he finished talking, I asked him a question. I asked him a question, and he he asked me three questions back. I will never forget. And when I gave him the answers to those three questions, he said, go and do as I told you. If anybody asks you, tell the person your manager, Elisha Maman, said you should do like this. For me, it was a breaking ground for me. Somebody giving me that level of credibility, that level of saying, okay, if anybody asks you, tell the person I am your manager. That was the statement he made, and he was on a live call because I was down there in Oyo State. And by the time I came back, because that was December, by the time I came back that December, life continued. Then I was the vice president of the fellowship in Kaduna State University. And then one day, I saw that he was going to have a meeting in Abuja. I will never forget, on the 8th of April. I saw that he was going to be having a meeting on the 8th of April in Abuja. What I did was, I boarded the bus. I went for the meeting. I was there in the meeting. Sam Obafemi was in the meeting. That's the octopus. Fitz Stephen was in the meeting. Emmanuel Abraham Orupe is the host of the meeting, and I was in that meeting. And then I think the host now asked the question: "How did you get to know about this meeting?" I'm trying to run because of time. How did you get to know, Sam? I think you are muted.
I was not muted on TikTok. You don't run, sir. Don't be under pressure to run. Give us the story.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
all right, all right, sir, all right, sir, all right, sir. So, um, I think the event, the person anchoring the meeting asked the question, and she said, "How did you get to know about this meeting?" So I raised up my hands. By then, Elisha Mama had finished speaking. He was sitting on his seat, and I raised up my hand. They gave me the mic, and I said, "I got to know about this meeting through my mentor, the Elisha Mama. I had not submitted. That day I did what everybody does online. This person is my mentor, and the person does not know you. But then, of course, Elisha Maman has one attitude. If he has seen you before and he's seen you for the second time, he's going to behave like you guys know each other from back then. That's how he is. So he has been seeing me in Kaduna meetings, but I've never spoken to him. I've never been close. So when we finished the meeting, I just approached him and I said, because till today I still call him dad. Till today I still call him dad. So when I approached him and I said that so immediately he saw me, he just put his hands on my shoulder, and he just held my head to his shoulder. And then he said, and then I said, "Dad, are you going back to Kaduna tomorrow?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Can I follow you?" He said, "Yes." He said, "But I'm speaking in Gwarimpa, so you have to meet me at so church in Gwarimpa." I said, "Thank you, sir." 7 a.m. I've left my base in Abuja. I was in Gwarimpa, and immediately I came, that reception, I said, "I'm with the Elisha Maman," and that reception just changed, and everything. And when they took me in, he finished speaking because he was going to Kaduna again to speak that same afternoon. So that's why he had to say, "We have to leave immediately after the service there." And then on our way, that was the groundbreaking. I engaged this man because he was sitting behind, I was sitting in front with the driver, and I engaged this man. We spoke. Sometimes, at some point, he will sleep. I was just asking questions. And I think that's one of the strengths every man who wants to receive should have. You should have the attitude for asking questions. You can't show up before great men and you are trying to share points. No, you should not be trying to share points. You should be trying, your point is try to ask questions. Sometimes even questions that you have answers already, just ask questions, because these people, they like to see somebody who is interested in knowledge. They like to see somebody who is interested in wisdom. So I was just asking questions. And by the time we got to Kaduna, I didn't go to my house. We got to Kaduna about 2 o'clock. I didn't go to my house. He said my meeting is 4 p.m. So he went upstairs. I was downstairs. That was the first time I was entering his house. I just stayed there. And then by the time he came back around 4 p.m., we entered the car. The driver took us to the meeting. We finished the meeting. By the time we come back, it was like 10 p.m. And this man did something. When we got to the gate of his estate, he just told the driver, "No, no, 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 we have to take Zealot home." And he didn't even say, "Take me home, then go and take Zealot home." He was there in the car, and the driver drove to my place. They dropped me at my house, and then he turned and then went home. For me, I saw a man who is great public, but is committed to individuals. So there's something I missed. I didn't say between Abuja to Kaduna. That was when I asked him to mentor me. And then he made one statement. He says, "Zealot, the people I mentor are always around. That's how they learn." I said, "Sir, I will be around." And that's how I submitted. And that's how the journey began for me. That's how the journey began for me. And the man gave me access to his house. There are a lot of things I can't say because we are online. But of course, when you're meeting in 2025 January, you saw the relationship. The man gave me access to his house. The man is just, I don't know, but he showed me a practical example of who a mentor is. There are people you follow that they don't even want you to know their house, because they don't want you to see them how they are at home. They don't want you to see them in their true state. This man, I've seen this man in his truest form. Let's just leave it like that. I've seen this man in his truest form, because my relationship with him grew beyond just me being his mentee. That's why I said he's my spiritual father. It grew to the point where he was fathering me. He was fathering me. Let's just leave it like that. Not just spiritually, he was fathering me, like physically. He wasn't seeing me like the every other person. He was seeing me like a son. He was his son. So that's the relationship we have with the Elisha Mama.
Awesome. Awesome. Amazing story. I have picked so many things from these things that you said. So many. Now, I am not going to contribute. I just want to list out a couple of things that I picked from what you said. So, first off, one of the things that I picked was you served your way into becoming part of his life. You served to becoming close to him. That was one. So what you did was you didn't just you saw him, you had an opportunity of relating with him, but because you felt the time was not right, you are deliberate about your relationships and you do not want to waste them. So if you're not ready for the relationship, you will not even engage at all. I'm picking out things. If I pick out anything that is not like that, I wouldn't. Just tell me, just draw my attention. Then you saw him, you posted stuff online about him. You said you wanted 12 minutes to ask him 12 questions. And as if something didn't happen, what you did was you spoke it into existence. You used your words to speak it into existence that you wanted to have 12 minutes with him. And you ended up having more than 12 hours with him. More than 12 hours. What you spoke of was just for 12, you wanted 12 minutes to ask him 12 questions. Another thing I picked from this your story was that you knew the questions you wanted to ask him. You were not guessing. You did not come to him empty handed. These are stuff I tell my guys. I say, when you come for mentorship, we want to build an edifice. At least bring a plot of land. I don't mind. But you are not coming with anything. You don't have the requisite knowledge that knowledge will build on. You need knowledge to understand knowledge, but you don't even have the base. You should at least be putting some effort in yourself to become something, to have a destination you want to arrive at. Another thing I picked from your story was that you saw him and you wanted to be like him. Why? You saw some values that he embodied that you wanted to emulate. When you met him and you had a conversation with him, when you were saying what you said when you meet him, he's just somebody that will speak with you as if he has known you for a while. It means you met him and you were sure that this person is willing to share the knowledge that he has. You didn't just pick a random mentor, you picked somebody that was not scared of sharing information with you. As you went, you discovered that he was a person. He was he had value and he embodied a true person that is willing to see the person that he's mentoring grow. You left Kaduna to come to him, left Kaduna to come to Abuja just to attend his meetings. And that was what gave you access. I'm picking on these things. You said another thing. When you are together with, when you are in the presence of greatness, don't share points. Ask questions. Sir, I have seen people that come to their mentors and then they speak more than the mentor. I don't know if they're sharing achievements or you're sharing your portfolio. Don't share points. Share, just be inquisitive enough and ask questions. And this is exactly what Zealot did. He did everything. Sir, he went out of his way to go and meet this person. And then when he gave you instructions, you carried them out. Right? That's fantastic. Another thing he himself said, he said, the people that I mentor are around. Are around. It doesn't mean that you have to be there physically. You said the first meeting it was a virtual meeting. You are in Uyo also. Was it Uyo? You said you were somewhere else, but it was a virtual meeting, and the virtual meeting you spoke with him. So it doesn't have to be a physical meeting every time. So when we say you are around, it doesn't mean you are physically around. It means you are around to see. But the truth is, it is better you learn by observation and you learn by hearing what's the instructions that you are giving. If you are close and you see how he reacts in challenges, you see how he reacts when he gets a sad news, you see how his mind, you see how he thinks. You will see all these things when you're around, and it is very good to be around. Thank you so much, Mr. Zealot. Thank you so much, because a lot of people don't even know how to approach mentors or how to send messages to people to be their mentors. Right? So, but before we touch those two other things that we said we were going to talk about, already you yourself are mentoring a lot of people. A lot of people. Was there anybody that asked you for mentorship, but you couldn't mentor the person? Is there any story like that?
Yes, there are a lot.
Can you
There
give
are
us
a lot.
one or two scenarios?
Okay. Okay. You see, as a leader, I have learned over time. I have learned by experience and by relationship with people that a lot of people come to you for mentorship, but that's not what they're after. And that's not what they're after.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why some people change. You in 2 years, you've had 16 mentors.
16, sir.
No, some people what they are after is the glamour, the results, the applause and everything. So when they see the applause, when they see the glamour, or they were opportune to be in a conference that you spoke and they saw that, they saw that energy, they saw that vibe. As you're coming down, they are coming, sir, can you mentor me? I have learned over time that 70% of them are not mentorable at all, because
Uh,
they don't really need the mentorship. They just want to say that they know you. And how do I know that? It's simple. If you give them a simple assignment, they disappear.
you don't see them again.
They disappear.
Yes.
They disappear. When you tell them, okay, go and pick this book, study it, come back to me in 7 days. I'm going to use my mentor as an example. We're in a meeting, state withheld. We're in a meeting and somebody just stood up, sir. I've been looking for you. I want you to mentor me, blah, 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 and all those things. And then there in the meeting, my mentor asked the lady, okay, what do you do? She said she does this, that, and that, and that. So, okay, that's good. That's a good field. All right, this is what I want you to do. For the next 30 days, this is my PA. He pointed to me, he said, this is my PA, collect his number. For the next 30 days, do this every day. On day 30, reach out to my PA. He's going to connect you with me, and then we get talking. It's been 3 months. Since October last year. Am I saying 3 months? Since October last year. This is the 4th month. I've not heard from her. So what am I saying? When you engage some of them, when you tell them, okay, go and read this book or go and do this exercise, come back after 15 days, they are not ready to do the work. Guys, mentorship is work. There are three resources you must spend when it has to do with mentorship. There are three resources, not just mentorship, any relationship at all. There are three resources you must spend: time, energy, and money. Time, energy, and money. And you cannot tell me you don't have any of them except you are dead. If you don't have money, you have time. If you don't have time, you have energy. One way or the other, you must be able to spend one or all of this relationship, or one or all of these resources, if your relationship will work. And I'm not just talking about mentorship relationship alone. It cuts across every form of relationship. You need three resources to ensure it works. These three resources, I see them like fuel. I see them like the engine oil. I see them like the grease in the engine. If you don't have time, you must commit money. If you don't have money, you must commit energy. You must commit energy. And if you are able to commit any of these things, your mentorship or your relationship will work. I told you guys that I had to travel to Abuja to be able to meet him in that meeting. Let me give you an example. I'm going to hold a lot of details back because we are online. There is somebody that has been seeking to connect with my mentor. Do you know what this guy kept doing the whole of last year? What this guy was doing was, because he gets the itinerary from me, he just chats me up. Alpha, when Ogadi go Port Harcourt, and I'll say so date. You say, I beg, share me in flight details. And I will share the flight details. This guy will board his own flight. This guy lives in Lagos. This guy will board his own flight, book a hotel in Port Harcourt, go and arrive hours before him, and then wait for him to come. He has done it not just once, he has done it not just twice, he has done it not just thrice. He keeps doing it. And the thing began to disturb him. How do you make these sacrifices just to come and serve me? And that's how this guy got access to EM to the core. That's how this guy got access to EM to the core. You want mentorship, but even to buy your mentor's book, you can't buy. You want mentorship, you can't even pay your own transport to attend a meeting he's going to. You want mentorship, you can't even buy data and join his live session. You're not ready for mentorship. You must be able to spend the resources, these three resources, for your relationship to work. And that's what I discovered, that most of them who came to me and said, oh sir, I want you to mentor me, when I engage them, I say, okay, I need you to do this for the next 14 days, then get back to me. They disappear. In the first place, they are not ready to do the work. They just want that, I know Elisha man. Look at Nancy, I have his number. I chatted him last week, he responded. That thing does not shape men. It doesn't shape men. Or I have a picture with Elisha Mama. You won't believe that I've followed this man for years. Aside from pictures that were captured with me and him in meetings, I only have 2 pictures. Graduation in school, and I had a picture with him. Aside, picture is not my problem. Picture is not my problem. You meet, for example, now you no. Dr. Cosmos Maduka is one man I want to meet, and I already have his own questions laid down. I'm a spiritual man, I told you. I've seen this man in my dream twice, and I can't even give you the details of the dream, but I've seen this man in my dream twice. He's one man I want to meet, and I have 5 questions I want to ask him. 5 questions I want to ask him. 5 questions I want to ask him. And one of them has to do with mentorship, because Dr. Cosmos Maduka understands mentorship. You know, the Igbo people, they call it apprenticeship, but actually it's mentorship.
Yes, it is.
It's mentorship. It's mentorship. That was the system that made him. He understands it. And one of the 5 questions I want to ask Dr. Cosmos Maduka is around mentorship. He understands the system of transfer. So some people are not even ready for the people you want to meet. And that's why when you meet them, the first thing that is in your mind is picture. It's picture. It's not.
Ready.
See, delete sir, can I snap with you as part of your desires in 2026? If you go for a meeting and you meet somebody you want to submit to, write down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions you want to ask him. When you show up, sir, you just finished speaking, but I've been following you for the last 3 years, and in the last 3 years I've written 7 questions, sir. Sir, can I get 15 minutes of your time? I want to ask you these 7 questions. You may not answer me now, but I want to ask you these 7 questions. And you laid out those 7 questions. They know what is intelligent. When they see your question, he can tell himself, no, 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 I need to give this guy time. I need to listen to him properly. And before you know, you hear him telling his PA, give him a card, let him call me at so time. We don't know how to approach mentorship. Trust me. We just want knowing. We just want knowing. I know Elisha Maman. I chatted him. I know Dr. Cosmos Maduka. I chatted him and he responded. I even spoke with him on the phone for 3 minutes. No, those things don't make men. It has to be a relationship. Let me not say much, sir. I just carry on. But it has to be a relationship.
Yes.
It has to be a relationship.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. This is profound. I want to be sure. I want to know if you can hear me. Am I mute? Okay, yes, you can hear me. See, thank you so much because this everything you said here is so profound. Some people are not mentorable. You cannot mentor them. They are not willing and they are not ready. For me, usually, sir, and you notice that it is the same with almost every mentor you meet. They will ask you, okay, pick up this book, read this book, and get back to me. Read this book and get back to me. What is so difficult in reading the book and getting back? What is so difficult in just making up your mind to become a better person? So if it is for pictures this year, going forward in your life, you don't even need the pictures. As you said, like, it has never occurred to me in my mind, in my life, to ask my mentor for a picture. If we snap any picture, he's the one that said, come, let's take a picture. And mostly I wouldn't even post it. I wouldn't. Pictures with very, very prominent people, but there is no need to putting it out there. That is not the goal. The goal is becoming a certain kind of person. So you are hearing it now. There are people that are willing to mentor people, but they are not willing to mentor you. So the problem of, it's not that they don't have time or they are too busy. No, they are available for some people, but they are unavailable to some other people. Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Zealot. You are a bit frozen. I want to know if you can still hear me. Your video is frozen. I want to know if you can hear me. So thank you very much for all you've said so far. Now, out of the things that he has said, the things he has mentioned, these are some things that as usual, I would like to point out a couple of things that I picked from what he said. From what he said, you need these three resources. There is nobody that doesn't have all three at a time. Your time, energy, and money. Time, energy, or money. You're going to spend your resources, you're spending your time. You know this thing where we could say attention. You know why they say pay? Because attention is a currency. So you get pay attention. Attention is a currency. You should give attention. When they give you instructions, you're not following. You come and you're asking very, very, very unnecessary questions. I wouldn't say yes. I think unnecessary should be it. The moment you come to a person and you ask a question, you come to me and you ask me a question, I already know if you're a serious person or you're smart or that's intelligent or your priorities are not straight. We know. Right? Everybody, take it from us, everybody you see that is mentoring people also wants his life to be easy. Everybody wants his life to be a little bit easier. So when you come and then you look like a whole load of work, not that you are going to be made before you come. If you are good and if you are okay, you don't need the mentorship. We are willing to work, but are you willing to put in the effort? Especially, sir, sir, especially this, go and read this book. I don't know how difficult this is. Please get this book. Do you know, in my case, sir, it's not, I don't tell them go and buy you. I will tell them that I have the soft copy, I have a hard copy. But because you're not here, or I've given out the hard copies I've not ordered new ones. Take, I will send you the soft copy. We are going to do a review with you. That was it. They don't come back. For some, I put them in groups and do book reviews with them. So from there, I will sieve out those that are serious. I bet you, sir. I bet you. Mostly it's 30% or lower that you discover are serious. They are after the glam, they are after the applause, they are after other things entirely, and it's not the mentorship. Now, but you mentioned something about you have mentors. How did you do it? You know, how are you able to have uh, more than one mentor? You are not confused. You are not. Are they not? Do their instructions not interfere? How are you able to compartmentalize the thing?
Okay. Um, I'll answer this, but please try and remind me. There's something I want to talk about. Um,
About,
there's something I want to talk about around mentorship, which is service. Service. Just remind me the word service
okay, I
later.
will. I will.
All right. So to answer your question, right? Um, even the Bible says you can have many teachers. You can have 1,000 teachers, but one father. What that means is, um, I made a statement that I have mentors, but the
Yes.
statement doesn't even sound like I have them plenty. When I say I have mentors, it's not that I have them plenty. I think they are just four. If you have followed Elisha man so well, mentors, four mentors. Now, the reason why I have different mentors is it's like a coach. Your swimming coach cannot be your fitness coach. Your driving coach cannot be your gym coach. Your cooking coach cannot be your gym coach. Now, this is the point. There are certain mentors, there are certain individuals who have strength in specific areas, Now, because of the kind of career I am pursuing, Elisha Maman is not a pilot. He cannot mentor me in that area. So it's wisdom for me to have somebody in that field, in the aviation space. Are you getting my point?
Yes, clearly.
That's how it works. Yes. So if you have identified specific areas of your life that you want to pursue part-time and per season, it's wisdom for men who have strength in those areas. Now, aside the career part, I also have the business part. Now, Elisha Maman is a businessman, but the industry of the at, it's his I am looking that is in that industry. So even the Elisha Maman himself, he says, when I come to him, he says, have you discussed with so person? Who is his friend? Say, this
Yes.
thing is so person's name now. Why are you? It's so person's industry now. I said, okay, I'll go and talk to him. He said, go and talk to him. Tell him this is what you are planning. He's going to guide you. Now, even my mentor knows that when he has to do with this thing, he's just overseeing everything as a father, but he cannot give industry-based advice because it's not his industry. That's how it works. And so for me, it works best for me like that. When it has to do with aviation, I have somebody I run to. When it has to do with business, I I have somebody I run to. And God has so helped me that 3 of them know themselves. So
Awesome.
3 of them know themselves. They converse, they gist. Sometimes Elijah Mama will just say, I was with some person and we're talking. So they know themselves. And aside from that, they have almost same ideologies around life. So issues about conflicting thoughts and all that, they don't arise for me. They don't arise for me. Because every conversation I have with every other person falls back to Elisha Mama. And daddy, I mean, they discuss is also personal. It's make I just start. He said, you know, okay, now start. That's how it is. So I have them because they serve different purposes. That's how it is. If you are into real estate, Dr. Cosmos Maduka should not be your mentor. If you are into automobile, Dr. Stephen Akintayo should not be your mentor. And that's where a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are confused.
I'm with you. Continue.
A lot of people are confused. You are a lab scientist, you want to pursue maybe a career around genetics or gene mutation and all that. And your mentor is a fitness coach. It's not going to help you far. It's not going to help you far. It's not going to help you far. So that's it for me. I have mentors in individual spaces, and there are not many. When I say mentor, they are not 20, 50, and I've not changed any of them. Since the day I've started following them, I've not changed. That's another error with our generation. Change mentors every 3 weeks. This generation, we change mentors every 3 weeks like sneakers. No. You need to stay long in a place for you to be able to get everything you need to get. Let me tell you the honest truth. There are some mentors that will never open you up to anything. Some you can be with them for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years before they can begin to open you up to certain dimensions and certain areas. It's simple. Even them, they as they are watching you grow, they understand that, okay, this person has not been able to master emotions. So I can't put him in so places or so roles and all that. And so because you are looking for quick scheme, everything is sharp. We can't even stay 6 months with a mentor. When I met Elisha Maman, that day I submitted to him. 2 months later, he chatted me one day and he said, give me 3 years of your life. And he didn't promise me anything. He said, let's watch what your life will become. This is the 3 years already. Last year on his birthday, we held a conference in Kaduna and he called me out. And when he finished speaking, he said, I asked this young man for 3 years. This is his 2nd year. If I release this young man now, he's fulfilled. Because where I picked him from is not where he is. And so even him knows, you get the point. So that's how it works. You have to stay. We don't stay. We don't stay. See, it takes 21 days for a hen to hatch her eggs. Let me tell you one thing that happens. If on day 17, the egg rolls out, the egg will be a waste.
Of course.
Because the incubation period was not completed. The egg cannot be hatched. It's the same thing with baking bread. If you pull out the bread from the oven before it's ready, 2 things happen. You have wasted the ingredients, you have wasted your time. So sometimes the point is, it's important for you to stay. And you know the funny thing, we know the incubation period of a hen. We know the incubation period of an eagle. We may even be able to predict how long the cake or the bread should stay in the oven before you bring it out. But you see, when it has to do with life, there is no timetable.
There's no timetable.
There is no timetable. That same mentor you are following, there is somebody that will come and stay for just 2 years and the person is sorted. There's another
Yeah.
person that we need to stay for. There's another person that we need to stay for at least 6-7 years. And there are other people that their relationship with that mentor is till he dies. Are you not seeing certain people in this country who have followed specific people till they died?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you need to know, am I for life with this man or I'm for a period? But let me tell you the honest truth. There's no mentor that can make you in 3 weeks.
No.
There's no mentor that can make you in 3 weeks.
You're not a egg. You're not an egg. You're not chicken egg. You can't be made in 21.
There's no mentor that can make you in 3 weeks. And let me tell you the honest truth. That thing you are coming, that knowing that you are coming to collect and you feel like you've gotten it, when you stay, you will now discover that there is more to that picture or there is more to that name. Elias Mama said something. He said something one day. We were in a house and we were talking, and some people were talking, and he made a statement, and it changed my mindset completely. What did he say? He was telling the other guy, because the other guy came to submit also, and he was telling the other guy, so you see, I really don't know you yet. I have given Zealot my name. Zealot can enter any room and mention my name, and they will open the door for him. You, I can't give you my name because I don't know you yet. You hear the statement?
Yes.
So sometimes that 3 weeks you came and stay and left, you did not even stay enough to even get the name. I know currently I'm in Yobe. I was chatting with Elisha Mama on Saturday, just this last Saturday. And I said, that I'm still in Yobe, this, that, and that, and that. The next thing I just saw, he just sent me a contact, chatting, telling me you're in Yobe, this, that, and that. And I chatted the guy, and the guy called me. He said, Elisha Mama said you're in Yobe. He said, yes, I'm also in Yobe. Okay, when I come to Damaturu, I'm going to meet you. And just because I told him I'm in Yobe, mentor knows I'm in Yobe. Just, you get the point. So it doesn't matter anywhere I am. I can use his resources in that city. I can use his resources in that city. If I enter Port Harcourt today, I just need to let a few people know that I am in Port Harcourt. That Elisha Mama and 8. You are in Port Harcourt. Please let me know where you are lodging. If you stay for 3 weeks, you won't get to that point.
You won't.
You will never get to that point. You will never get to that point. And like my mentor will always teach us, he said the highest level of mentorship accreditation is representation. It's the point where I can call you and say, Zealot, go and represent me in Akwa Ibom. He said that's the highest level. If a man has done that to you, you have gotten to the peak of his mentorship. A man can only call you to represent him when you have gotten to that peak. And that's what God did. Jesus represented the Father here on earth. And that's the highest peak of sonship. That's the highest peak of sonship. Where a man can beat his chest and say, you are my son, go and represent me. And if you've not gotten to that place, that point, still, if it's 4 years, still, if it's 3 years, still, some mentors, it can take you 7 years to get to that point. Stay. We don't have staying power. Am I saying your mentor will not offend you? It's a lie. Your mentor will offend you. See, as long as you are close, outside people will say that
definitely.
What that means is, in a room that is supposed to carry just 2 people and you put 10 people, somebody is going to definitely match somebody. What does that mean? When there is closeness, somebody will step on somebody. So if you get offended that your mentor offended you and you walk out, it's you. You're the one looking for the future. But let me tell you the honest truth. Your mentors are not superpowers. They are men. Even your Jew is a man. That's why they call him man of God, not God of man. He's a man first. Before he's a man first. He's a man first. So if you are if you are thinking of you say, the man can just wake up 3 a.m. and send me. I'm going to talk about it when I come to that service thing. I asked this person to remind me. You have to stay. Guys, you have to stay. Sir, I beg, carry on.
You have to stay. You have to stay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is really, really true. Everything you have said, everything you have mentioned is so true. One of my other camera has gone off. Okay, I think you have actually touched on. Do you know how? Thank thank God. I mean, one of it. So that's the thing. So I think the Holy Spirit has really helped me because of the network. He has not with not no interruptions. So and you are picking out the things that I had in mind that we were going to discuss, and you have picked them out and you have addressed them. And what I want us to talk about, because I was going to mention about when you mentioned multiple mentors, and then you say he's not just a mentor, he's like a father, now he's a spiritual father. And truly, if you have one person that has that stands like your life coach, like your mentor, he's your mentor about life generally, it will really help, because some other things that you're unsure of, you can run it through him also. And if he tells you, okay, go ahead and do what this person said, go ahead and do it. So what is going to help you when you have multiple mentors is the same thing we mentioned earlier: your value system. Your value system, do you have, do they all align with your value system? So if you don't have it ready, if you do not have your own value system set, you are going to be tossed around by any wind of doctrine. You just look at anybody that has achieved anything and you just feel that this person should be my mentor. No. So you should be able to know that, okay, they align with what I want to do, and that I don't even want to add too much to what you have said. Thank you. So now, can we touch that service thing? After the service you wanted to talk about, then we round up.
Okay. I think I began to touch it when I said that some people come and they want to give, they want to collect and not give.
Mm.
We have this misconception that he is great. What can I give him? He's great. What can I do for him? What you don't know is that you are actually the one benefiting in the service.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain. You made a statement when you were talking. You said every mentor wants some level of ease when you are coming. It's true. It's true. Now, Alex Norman did not know I had creative skills and all that. Campus and all. Okay, I was a leader on campus. So I think one Monday like that, I was in the house. He called me to come and do something around video and all. And I was sharing how that I was trained at Mount Zion. I was trained by Cap Film Academy in Lagos and all those. And then he saw one of my video, and then he chatted. He called his PA then, and he said, "Zealot is doing this thing now. You're allowing him waste." And do you know that Monday, the next thing I heard was, "Prepare, you are following me to Jos on Monday. You will sleep in my room. You prepare, you are following me to Jos on Thursday. You will sleep in my room." Just because he found out that I could do specific things, he automatically shifted my access to another level. When you are coming for mentorship, come with the mindset that you are coming to solve a particular problem. You are coming to ease a particular pain for the person.
Of course.
So when I showed up to Elisha Man, I showed creative skills as a video editor, and he gave me access. And because he wants his meetings to be captured, that's how I began to travel with this man. Even in my final year, I traveled with this man till 2 days to my final exam. Like, my final exam was on the 3rd of October. We began traveling from August middle. So I traveled. We'll go, we'll come back on Tuesday, we'll leave on Thursday, on Friday, we'll go, we'll come back on Monday, we'll leave on Thursday, on Friday, we'll go, we'll come back. It was like that, back to back. But you know one thing he told me one day I will never forget? He said, "You know, I'm not expecting first class from you. One and bring it." I said, you get the point. But because I had something to give, he gave me access. You don't want to know the rooms I've entered. You don't want to know the places I've been to, the kind of meetings and the kind of conversations I've had. Why? Because I am his media aid, and he gives me access to any room as long as he's in that room. Except of, you know that this conversation is beyond you. So you drop anything you came with and then you step out. That's another wisdom you must understand in mentorship. That will be a conversation for another year. But the question is, you are seeking for mentorship. What will you give this man or this woman in exchange? In exchange. What will you give in exchange? That is service. And let me define service. Service is you using your resources to make life easy for another man. That's service.
Yes.
Service is you using your resources to make life easy for another man. So if you are serving your mentor,
Having a little, I think he's having a little network glitch again. Oh, wow, 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 wow. It's you using your resources to make another person's life easier. It's you using your resources to make another person's life
don't
easier.
come as a taker. Don't come as a taker. Come as a giver. Come as a giver. Come as a giver. You are giving something. There's somebody named Withheld, but he's somebody very popular in Kaduna, and he was on a tour. And when I saw the date he was coming to Kaduna, I just chatted him. I said, "Sir, this thing you're coming to Kaduna, can I come and do this, that, and that for you?" He said, "Oh, Zealot, thank you very much. I'm so grateful." This man is a popular man in the business industry in Kaduna. If I mention his name, you would definitely have to know him. And I just told him, I said, I just chatted him. I said, "Sir, you are coming to Kaduna. Can I come on that day and do this, that, and that, and that for you?" And he said, "Yes." A day to the day, he just chatted me. He said, "Our train may be delayed, but when you get there, talk to so person. She's going to guide you on what to do." And I went, I spoke. Do you know that I needed something to ensure that work was done? I had to leave the meeting hall, run to the market to get that thing, and that thing cost me 18,000 that day. I came back with the thing. I did the job for him. I finished everything, and when I finished, I packaged it. And when the meeting was over, I packaged it and I went to him. I said, sir, I'm done with it. This is it. I've sent it to your Google Drive. And when he looked at it, he said, oh God, Zealot, thank you very much. And the next thing he would say was, please drop me your account number. Let me appreciate you. And I said, no, sir, I can't. I said, why? He said, it's just appreciation. I said, no, I can't take money from you now. I just came to serve you. I saw that you were coming and I'm good in this thing and I came to do it for you. Do you know what this man said? He said, Zealot, you have melted my heart. You know what? I saw that you are doing this program, right? I say, yes. He said, send the details to me. I will post it on my page. This man did not just post on his
Okay, he's back. Don't worry, he's back.
This man did not just post on his status, on his story. He posted it on his page, and he said, I entered Kaduna and this young man came to help me. Can you just go and buy this course? Can you just go and buy this course? That was it. And of course, you know that sales came from that one posting. Did it cost me to do it? Yes. Even the thing I had to go and buy cost me 18,000. And he never knew I had to buy that thing to do the job for him. But I just saw he was coming to Kaduna and he gave me access to him. Till today we chat. Even when he left the country and he came back, we chat. You want mentorship, but you want to be the one to collect. You want to be the one to collect. Your mentor posted that he's going to be having a live master class, a physical master class, and they are paying 30,000. And you are chatting, sister, I want to come, but I don't have money to register. And he says, okay, come. The next chat is, sir, I don't have transport, so I don't know if you can send me transport. No, you're not ready for mentorship. The person you want to mentor you, you're asking for transport to go for his own meeting. You're not ready for mentorship. You have to be ready to spend your own. You have to be ready to serve your own. If and only if you want to be mentored. And let me tell you the honest truth. These men can smell parasites from afar. If they see a parasite, they know. If they see a parasite, they know. If they see someone who is ready to bend his head and learn, they know. And so when they see parasites, they close their doors. They can be chatting with you, they can be talking with you, but they may never open you up to anything serious. But when they see somebody that is willing to learn, was he not Elisha man that gave me access to paid meeting? Even me, I knew I couldn't pay for that meeting. He just gave my name. He says, to attend this meeting. I said, yes. He said, I've given your name. Show up for the meeting. And I went for the meeting. I was treated like every other person that paid for the meeting. But it took us time to get to that point. So you must be ready to give your time. All you need to do first and foremost is find a problem and approach them with the problem. Maybe you are good in PowerPoint slides, and every time your mentor, if you go for his meeting, you used to see his slide. His slide used to look like as if they did it with left hand. All you just need to do is, sir, I'm good in this, that, and that, and that. Just allow me restructure 15 of your slides for a start. They will give you the trial. And when you do a good job, they will be the one to say, this is my number, chat me on WhatsApp, let's talk. You've gotten the access.
Exactly.
So I'm teaching you now that if you want to get access to any man, give. There's somebody I call my elder brother, Walubengo. You know Walubengo now?
Yes.
I believe you know Walubengo, the Kenya guy.
Yes, I do. I know him.
There's something I learned from him. I call him my big brother. There's something I learned from that guy. You see, if you are proud, if you are proud, this life will stress you. I am
Yeah.
older than Walubengu with 3 years.
Olubengo is very young. He's very young.
That guy you are seeing is 23 years.
Yes.
No, I'm older than him with 4 years. I'm older than him with 4 years. But I still call him my big brother because
Mhm.
the guy has stepped into places that I want to step into.
Honestly, honestly.
Stepped into places, and I just chatted him. I said, big bro, when next are you coming to Nigeria? This, that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that for you. That thing I'm planning to do is going to make me see him face to face, and we'll sit and talk. And now we are talking online, right? What I'm planning to do is to bring the conversation from online to offline.
Mm-hmm.
From online to offline. I also learned it from him. Do you know this guy traveled? This guy traveled from Kenya to Zimbabwe, book
Yes.
his flight ticket, book his hotel, just to go. You remember the story now with
Yes.
Reverend
Yes.
Rev? I think he
Yes.
posted it on his
He has posted it. Yes.
on his TikTok,
Yes. He has posted it.
just to go and appreciate Rev.
Yes.
There are strategies. See, there is a 1+1 to enter rooms. There is a 1+1 to meet a man. The honest truth is, when we say pay for mentorship, if you don't want to pay, there are certain things we just can't even teach you online. There are certain things we just can't teach you because it's going to look like manipulation, but it's a strategy we are using and it's working.
Exactly.
It's working. There is no man, if you want to meet and you come to me and I give you a strategy to meet him and you do that strategy, that you will not meet the man. As long as you are willing to commit the resources that are ready, there is no man you want to meet that if I give you the strategy, you won't meet the man. But the thing is, we are not committed to it enough. The question is, are you hungry about your life, your future so much that you are willing to do what needs to be done to get to that future? That's the question. And if you've not answered this question, don't even come to my DM. Don't stress yourself, because we are going to start. It's a fresh problem we are starting at from the beginning. So every man is approachable. Stop writing 13 paragraph Instagram message to your mentors. They will not read it. They will not read it.
Thank you so much.
You are writing 2,000 words. You want to meet somebody and you're writing 2,000 words. They will not read it. There is a strategy to meet them, and it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. The first time I met Femi Lazarus in Abuja, that same day I secured a 1-hour online call with him. He just said, give him my number, let him call me so time. That was the first time I was talking to him face to face. So there is a way to meet a man. But the question is, are you willing and ready? I traveled from Kaduna to attend that meeting Femi Lazarus was, because I wanted to meet him and talk to him. Your mentor is in your state, but he's on Instagram. You want to meet him. He's in your state. You didn't have to travel to. I saw somebody from Akwa Ibom from the beginning. By the way, I was in Akwa Ibom in December. Your city is beautiful. Trust me, your city is beautiful.
It's a beautiful place.
You are not. Your mentor is in the same Abuja that you are. Your mentor is in the same Abuja, but he's on WhatsApp. You are pursuing him. He's on WhatsApp or he's on Instagram. On Instagram, you are pursuing him. There is a way. There's a way. Stop writing 13 paragraph message to your mentors. They will not read it. I'm promise. I'm telling you this one. They will not read it. They will not read it. Sometimes if I open some of AM's Elijah Man's Facebook messages, I just open it and this one is not ready. If I open it and I see the one that this one is ready, It's me that will screenshot it and send it to his DM and to his WhatsApp and say that this guy has been trying to reach you on Instagram. I think he's serious. I think he's serious. And then another thing again, sorry, sir, I'm taking your time.
You are
Another
not
thing
taking
again is stop ignoring the people that are already with him. They are your easiest channel to meeting the person.
That's the key. This particular thing you mentioned is the key. People people play with
It's the
this.
key.
Hi.
They are the see. I'm not a wicked aid, but trust me, there are some people that I am the reason why they've not met Elashimama till now. They are
You
the
are
reason.
defecting him.
I was talking to
You are
one
not
and he
defecting.
made a statement. I was talking to one and he made a statement. I just told him, go ahead. He said, I have the direct contact of Elashimama and I can go and talk to him directly. I said, go ahead. That was the answer. I just said, go ahead. Because I'm telling you what you should do. You are telling me you have the direct contact to him. I said, go ahead. You will come back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because by the time you're chatting, he said, have you spoken to Zealot? He said, no. Go and talk to him. That's when you will know that you missed the stop bypassing the people that are around the men. You want to meet the men, the easiest link is the people. What will it cost you? Let's take for example in Abuja now. Who can I give as an example in Abuja now? That is not related to any of us, right? Bro, you can come in. Let's take for example now. Let's take for example that you want to meet Dr. Stephen Akintayo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take for example you want to meet Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Do you know it's easier to meet his videographer, his photographer, or his PA than meeting him directly? So,
Of course,
if you can access his photographer or his videographer, it's simple. Bro, I learned you are in Abuja. Please, can I take you out for lunch? Can I take you out for dinner? And you are meeting them there. And it will cost you, of course. But as you are there in the dinner, you're talking. See, this is what I do. This is what I do. I'm into real estate. Oh, I've been trying to meet your boss. I learned you have a very close relationship with him. I've been trying to meet your boss, honestly. And that's one of the major reasons why I just want to connect with you and all that. You are sincere and you are ready. But then you want to meet somebody and you are ignoring the people that are around the man. No, you're not. He's going to take your time. He's going to take your time. I promise he's going to take your time. Bro, thank you very much. Let me take a pause there.
a lot of people don't know that some of these people don't even check their social media messages by themselves. They don't know. They just assume that you just want to send.
Yeah.
If you are sending 13 paragraphs, there are hundreds of people that are sending the same messages. If the person is going to read all of this, it is not an effective way to do it. And then what makes you stand out? Assuming the person wants to mentor 20 people this year. For this year, you also mentor 20 people and you also add 20 people. How do you stand out? How do you send a message that stands out from the crowd? Thank you so much. You have given us so much knowledge, and don't worry, sir. That's okay. You're not mute again. Okay, so we started having this conversation last year about something like this, and we have noticed this gap, and this is a pain in a lot of mentors' hearts. And I am so glad we're speaking with you. You yourself, you are a mentor to people. You are very close, and you see how people come for mentorship to the Elisha man, a very, very prominent person in this space. Personal development. He's a very good speaker. He's a coach, and you've seen all of that. And there is no better person to come and tell us this thing or to speak to us about how to actually get mentorship, how to relate with your mentor. Thank you so much. By way of conclusion now, right? We have exceeded time. So but I enjoyed the conversation. I can gladly say this is one of my best sessions since we started this series. One of my best. I knew it was going to be this way. So, Mr. Zealot, are you with me? Just one last question.
Yes,
Is there, is
I'm
there,
with you.
any, is there anything that you wish I asked you? Is there any question you wish I asked you about this mentorship or in this series that you will have touched? You wanted us to touch, but maybe I didn't ask you the question. It could be in form of your final words, or there's something you wish you said, but I didn't ask you the question for you to say it. Feel free. This is your time.
No, I think the thing I actually had in mind to talk about was that service,
Yes.
and I think I addressed it.
Thank you so much. I am so
I
grateful,
addressed
and
it.
our
Yeah.
people are so grateful. I can say that this has been very interesting. This has helped. A lot of things wanted to stop this session, but I knew it was going to be so powerful. I was praying under my breath. I said, no, 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 this thing has to hold. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for making it very easy for me.
Thank you,
When I
sir.
sent you a message, it didn't take, there was
Thank
no
you, sir.
tussle, no hustle, and I am really, really grateful. Thank you for your simplicity, your humility, and dispensing this knowledge the way it is. Something you said, and I wish people didn't
Thank you,
just
sir.
say that. Mentorship is a relationship with a person and a relationship with your future. The reason why sometimes some people have to stay for 2 years or 3 years, some 6 years, is because the dispensing of knowledge in a mentorship relationship is structured. It is structured. If you have not passed class one, your mentor will not give you tests for class two. One of my friends, when he was meeting our mentor, he said, I am going to stay with you until you do to me what you did to these boys. So he didn't give himself a time frame. He said until. He said, I will stay with you until I become. That's how you should be. Have a goal and stay until you become. You gave illustration with baking. Sometimes it's not like you removed it before the time of the baking was done. Sometimes it's because you kept removing it to check. There was no continuous, there was no ceaseless process of the baking. You were removing it to check, putting it back, removing it to check, putting it back, and then it obstructed the flow. So the process, you were violating the law of process. The obstruction is now going to break the 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 dispensing of knowledge you were supposed to have. And usually the thing with some of these things is, when you start something and you stop, you don't come back and continue. When you come back, you start from the beginning again because you have broken the flow. So stay. If there's anything you will forget here, stay. Our generation, we like sharp, sharp things. Stay until you become. God bless you, sir. God bless you so much. God bless you for doing this thing and giving all this information for free to people. Let me see. Is there any question? Okay. People are just saying thank you. Let me put up one of them. Yes, thank you. K Sunday. He followed us from TikTok. I think it abruptly ended on TikTok and he came back to YouTube and he was following us. Thank you so much, K Sunday. Thank you so much, Victor, the creator, also. Thank you so much. People have followed us. And see you in the next session. I have another session this week with on Friday. But I'm thinking of shifting it. I have a very serious church program, so I'm thinking of shifting it to 9. So we're going to have two other people, fantastic guys also, and it's going to be amazing. Thank you. God bless you, Mr. Zealot. We'll talk after this. So that's all for us. That's
Thank
everything
you, sir.
for us today, and we'll see you in the next series. This series will continue till the end of February. After that, then we'll give you the resource put together, and you will have to pay for it. The book is on the way, sir. I know you know about it. So the book is on the way and it will soon be out. Thank you so much and God bless you.